Hi, Jenniffer Jamison here with your 5 Minute Friday. Today we might go a little over 5 minutes because we're talking about a really interesting subject right now, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, and college and high school. So I am really excited to introduce you to Mariah Roseboro, our new near peer advisor with Crosby Scholars here in Iredell County. And she has prepared some information. She just graduated from UNC Charlotte, so she is in the know on what is going on an academic level of AI and ChatGPT. So, hi, Mariah.
Hi, everyone. Like Jenniffer said, I'm Mariah Roseboro. I'm working as the near peer advisor, so I'm going to be in that junior senior program, and I'm super excited to talk about this sort of hot topic today. So first off, just starting off, what even is ChatGPT? So I'm sure some of you have probably seen this name sort of flying around on social media, or maybe within your friend groups, peer groups, or perhaps you even talked about it within the classroom with your teachers and instructors. So I'm here to just really kind of explain that sort of mystery about it. In simple terms, ChatGPT is an artificially intelligent chatbot that was created actually quite recently in November 2022. It essentially lets you sort of plug in questions or tasks into the message box so that it creates this response based off whatever you ask of it. So I want you to think of it as a more highly intelligent and human-like Siri or Google. But ChatGPT is different in the sense that it adopts a more, like I said, more natural flow or human-esque conversation sort of response. So in general, how are people using it right now? So just like I said, just how we use Google or Siri, ChatGPT can work in the same way where we can ask it to explain concepts to us, anything with concerning research, or maybe even at the moment asking if your dog can have a piece of the strawberry that you're eating. But on this other hand, the ChatGPT is just going to explain concepts and phenomena in a way that is more complex than Google, more complex than Siri. So this is why we have started to see it be used in educational settings, like explaining topics in the classroom, like, for example, math formulas. But however, because of ChatGPT's sort of high intelligence and high capabilities, students have begun to totally kind of abuse it in a sense. So where is the harm in that? We get the concept of plagiarism. So much so that with this plagiarism, we have students kind of copying word for word their assignments, their essays, whatever, what have you. So much so that we have campuses starting to kind of track that user interface, trying to track how much students are using it. We have professors, teachers, administration, like people in admission offices, ding, 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 sort of being trained on trying to track it and trying to watch out for it. And even things like plagiarism checkers, in which maybe your essays are going to be put through them, maybe your responses are going to be put through them. We have these programs being specifically programmed to check for maybe ChatGPT produced responses. So before you think of sort of running an essay prompt through the ChatGPT or a homework question through this sort of AI, remember that you are plagiarizing. You do not want plagiarizing to be on your record. You don't want to attach to your record, and you don't want to jeopardize any sort of post-high school plans, and you definitely don't want to jeopardize your undergraduate experience. So instead, if you're really interested in ChatGPT and you're really interested in trying to use it and trying to understand the interface, treat it how you would Google or Siri. So answering those everyday simple questions, helping with research topics or brainstorming, or maybe even starting off with creating your college list or researching those programs that you're interested in. Really try to avoid using this AI as a means of just copying word for word, just so that you don't have to give any sort of effort or second thought towards your assignments or your college and scholarship applications. However intelligent, and this is what we really want you to remember about AI, ChatGPT, as artificial intelligence really becomes a bigger thing within our world, what we really want you to remember is that it is so important to be able to speak on your experiences and be able to speak on your personal experiences that make you you. It is so important to make sure that the colleges you're applying to, that the scholarship programs and all of the other things that you are very interested and invested in, are being able to see you for you, have a truthful idea of your passions and your identity. You really want to hold yourself accountable as you're navigating this new artificial intelligence.
You know, Mariah, that was such a great summary of it. Can you go back to the first screen where you showed us the example of ChatGPT's page?
Yes.
There was one thing that they even show you like examples, capabilities, and limitations. And one of the things that you mentioned that just kind of hits me in the face is one of its limitations is it may occasionally generate incorrect information, right? It may give harmful instructions or biased content, and its limited knowledge of the world after 2021. So like when you are actually trying to represent yourself, wow, that can be so scary if it is pulling information that is totally either biased or inaccurate or not what you want as a representation. We kind of started all of this talk on ChatGPT because last week I let ChatGPT write a blog for us about college, how to find your right college. And then I said, ooh, let's try to write an essay. And it scared me to death.
Yeah.
Because first off, it was like Big Brother is watching. Like it just wrote this very detailed essay about, you know, things that I thought were personal. And then all of a sudden the bottom line was like, this is completely fictitious, and anything that resembles the person that I'm writing about is just a coincidence. And I'm like, okay, so I was relieved that Big Brother wasn't watching, but then it was totally useless for not being able to use. So the other thing that I was going to share with everybody is you were talking about, I've talked to a professor. How did the professors at UNC Charlotte have you turn in your work, and how did they kind of use AI in that?
Yeah, so within being on a college campus, and it really also is very much going to depend on your professor, instructor, what you're doing, what class it is, what year you are. But some professors, some Canvas courses are going to have certain programs. For example, there's one called Turnitin. And what it is just, it's sort of just pushing your essay, pushing your homework assignment through this program that checks to make sure what you've put on it is totally yours. So that's in general just a plagiarism checker. But I've been reading, and I've also been hearing about the training that professors are going through, as well as those programs are recently starting to be, other programs are being implemented within it, so that for example, Turnitin can also check for artificially intelligent produced plagiarism. So we can get sort of, okay, this is plagiarized, or maybe kind of similar to what we see online, but also there may be this kind of third thing where the checker can see if it was actually produced by, for example, ChatGPT.
Well, and what's really interesting about this, I was going to share, let's see, how do I? There is an article in the Chronicle of Higher Education, and the whole magazine this week is about AI and how it can be influenced on the education level. And one of the first little articles by Jeff Salingo was stating that admissions is the first crack, that, what a great way to save money on a college campus, but to teach AI to review college admissions essays, right? So that they only let humans review what they are looking for. But then you still have the mystery. What are they looking for? It's no different today than it was 50 years ago. Colleges change their institutional priorities. You never know what they're looking for. So the best way to represent you in your college admissions process, like Mariah was saying, is to do your own work, and you can be your most authentic you in you writing. So
yes,
whether colleges are detecting AI or looking for plagiarism or scanning for keywords to see if you hit what they need that year at college, the best way to combat that is to be authentic in how you're representing you. So love the bells and whistles. You know, there are some ways that you can use it, but always be your most authentic you. Mariah, thank you so much. This was great.
Thank you. I'm so excited about all of this, and I'm so excited to be the new near peer advisor.
Yes. So if you need anything, Crosby Scholars is always here to help. We do essay review, and we offer a resource for free to our Crosby Scholars where you can send in an essay to Mariah, and she has volunteers, and we all kind of review things, and we'll give you feedback on your essay. So don't forget that. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you.